116 to 111, and 115 to 111 twice. The crowd booed the decision.
Castillo, 10, 11, and 12. Jose Luis Castillo just took control of the fight. 115, 111, 7, 4, 1 even. Jose Luis Castillo.
John Kane and Jerry Roth both have it 115 to 111. Enek Hongtongkam scores it 116 to 111 for the winner by unanimous decision and new lightweight champion of the world, the undefeated Pretty Boy.
Why didn't Castillo win the fight? He lost by points, but the score of the judges did not match what was happening in the ring. This put Bob Arum, Mayweather's promoter, in a difficult situation. Mayweather was a rising superstar. It would not look good for him to go against the judges and to state that the fighter had lost. His quotes would fall, along with his top-rank earnings. Bob got out of the situation very professionally. He condemned the judges' overzealous estimates, but at the end of his interview cautiously noted that Floyd, nevertheless, deserved to win. Arum's great experience in the field of promotion showed through. Top Rank understood the certainty of a rematch and hoped for Mayweather's victory. The young fighter would not fail.
But answer the question, were you under the impression, given the instructions from your corner, that you really had to stand and fight him in the last 2 rounds, that it was very, very close?
Actually, my uncle said I was wearing him down, so he told me that, he told me that in all my big fights, if you wear a guy down like around the 10th and 11th and 12th, stand there, and break him down. So I wasn't even worried at all. I was out boxing easy.
Was he much tougher than you anticipated? You, after all, said this was an easy fight en route to bigger fights.
Well, you gotta realize, I beat this guy with a messed up arm. My arm is messed up. But I don't have no excuse. I don't ever back down to turn out fights.
So it was a harder fight than you anticipated with what you came into the ring with.
With one arm, yes. One arm, yes. If you want a rematch, we can do it again.
It was only in back.
Yeah. Pretty Boy Floyd. And what did Bob Arum said when he was his promoter? He knew the risk. He knew his reputation was at hand when it came to Mayweather. He knew with the judges and stuff like that. And he said, I want that rematch. He don't mind the rematch. And what did Floyd say? Yeah, I'll take the rematch. I'll do the rematch. And what did Floyd say? Huh? I had a bum shoulder, my arm. Listen, when you're in a fight, right? Shoulders bang, this bang, right? But what he did? Same thing Manny Pacquiao did. His shoulder was messed up. You see? So easy to forget, right? But a Negro like me went back and checked shit out. But he said his shoulder, all right? But everybody out here bitching about Manny Pacquiao and his shoulder and the sword from God and everything is back to normal and shit. All right, so like I said, I don't like that excuse Manny Pacquiao came up with. If he said he had a shoulder injury in the ring with Mayweather, or he just had a shoulder injury and he just needed a shot to just, like how Mayweather needs a shot for his brittle hands and all this shit. There's a lot of details and shit I'm not going to get into, but Bob Arum don't like rematches. Did he just say that recently? But he knew the consequences, right? Rematch went on. And that's what I like about Kell Brook. Kell Brook got 2 broken sockets, audible bones and shit like that. And it's very easy to dismiss Crawford's success beating Kell Brook, even though I say he's weight drained and this and that. But nothing came out of Kell Brook's mouth. Because check this out. This would have been easy right here. He would have said, "Yeah, Crawford hit me somewhere around here, and I start feeling the effects of the my audible bone broken." And Spence fans would have been like, "Oh yeah, of course, because you washed up goods, you sloppy seconds, you damaged goods, right?" But he didn't do that. He didn't diminish Crawford's success, and that's one thing I'll take, that I like about Kell Brook at that point. He just said he lost, and he lost. All right. So all these people talking about, like I said, I don't like when boxers come up with shoulders and this is wrong, that is wrong, and this is wrong. When you lose, you lose. Because regardless, there's too much fucking excuses already in boxing, okay? Too many. So, all I'm saying is, Floyd run this track too with his shoulder. He run this track too with his shoulder. Saying, well, I thought it was going to be an easy fight, but, my shoulder, in the situation, my shoulder was, but we could do it again. We could do a rematch. But why? So let me ask you this question, because I'm not trying to influence you with my opinion. How many rematches did Floyd have in his career? Yeah, I think 2, right? Madonna, right? Those 2, and Castillo, right? If I'm correct, how many did Manny Pacquiao have? Yeah, he had, I think 3 with Timothy Riley. I think he had Morales, Barrera. But rematches make you great, don't they? Don't rematches make you great? Yeah. You can't say no, because all in the past has been rematches that make things great. Now, that was Pretty Boy Floyd, right? His name is Money Mayweather right now. Money Mayweather. At the age of 42. Manny Pacquiao would be 42 in December. I guess he would be running 43. Now, if your name is Money Mayweather, wouldn't you take the opportunity to take that money? When you have the opportunity to say, man, I could rob the bank again with Manny Pacquiao. A second time, if I beat him one more time, I make the money, and they'll say I'm great again. That's like how you did with Castillo. Why you can't do that now? Y'all both the same age. Y'all both old, right? Why you can't? But your name is Money. Once your name is Money, so you turn to risk, no risk Mayweather. So it's not Money Floyd Mayweather. It's no risk Mayweather no more. Oh, okay. Your health is your wealth. I see. All right. Well, in my other video, I did say something about, I think, what Manny Pacquiao is trying to do. I think I know what Manny Pacquiao is trying to do. And we all know, like how we forgot about, Mayweather talking about his shoulder and all this shit about when he was fighting Castillo and he didn't get the job done the way he wanted to and all this stuff. And even in his heart, he knew that he wanted a rematch. He wanted to show how great he was. He wanted that rematch. That's Pretty Boy Floyd. But now he's Money Made. But he ain't acting like Money Made Floyd. Because Money Made Floyd would know that the opportunities are there. He did good with McGregor, right? He broke the bank with McGregor. He robbed the bank, right? McGregor said, no, I don't want to do it with you again. Okay? So Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, and Conor could be in the works, right? He said he's back and he's going to Japan. But don't you want that money? Oh, with no risk. With no risk. I see. With no risk. But if your name is Money Floyd, you will get that money because everybody know you're going to make that money again with Manny Pacquiao. And that first fight was lame. Everybody said that first fight was lame. Even if you see it in slow-mo, and I, in my opinion, might say Manny Pacquiao won that in slow-mo. Right, whatever. But like I said, I think Mayweather won that fight. But, people was like, oh, fuck out of here with that bum shoulder shit and God's holy water or a soul on your shoulder and all this shit. We don't want to hear no excuses. But just remember, Mayweather had the same excuse with Castillo. Yeah, he did. So all I'm saying is, when it comes to Pacquiao, what I think he meant, what I think he's doing, here's my opinion. I'm just going to be honest with my shit, okay? I'm not the most smartest in the toolbox, okay? But if I was Manny Pacquiao, what would I do to get back of Mayweather, who don't want to give me a rematch and run it back? How would I feel? I said, what I'm going to do is, there's so many ways to skin a cat. So many ways to skin a cat. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to beat Thurman, get his belt, right? Because guess what? People don't remember what happened in the past. They always remember what happened recent. And he could fight Conor McGregor if he wants some money, and no one should complain about that because it's an entertaining fight, just like who started that? Mayweather, even though it was back in the past, but, you know, in this generation, Mayweather brought it back or whatever. But honestly, the way that Manny Pacquiao could get back at Mayweather and be successful is to beat Crawford or beat Spence. Either one. But you know how it goes. If you beat one, these people will be like, well, you're not that good. You should go beat go fight Spence. Or if you beat Spence, you should go fight Crawford. But that argument shouldn't be there, because remember, y'all the same motherfuckers that after he lost to Jeff Horn, and you said, well, he lost because he wasn't the same Manny Pacquiao. Right? That's what y'all said. Right? But knowing that Manny Pacquiao is a smaller fighter, fighting a bigger boxer, but Manny Pacquiao always fuck up big boxers. But on the other hand, the kangaroo was cheating. Yes, mate. The kangaroo was cheating. Elbows, headbutts, this, that. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Because when Fury was resting all his weight on Wilder's back and had that damn forearm up under him, right? And all kinds of tricks and antics and shit like that, right? You'll say that's cheating, right? All right, so let's move on, because I'm about to get stupid right now, okay? So Manny Pacquiao said, you know what? There's so many ways to skin a cat. I could beat one of these dudes, and guess what? I beat Keith Thurman, your mandatory Mayweather, right? Right? And I could beat either Crawford or Errol Spence, or just fight one of these dudes because I feel like I could win, and he feels like he can win. He has a mastermind of knowing how to get shit done. So all I'm saying is, there's so many ways to skin a cat. If Mayweather do not want to give Manny Pacquiao a rematch, so be it. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. But I always say champions must run it back, and that's what makes boxing, when champions run it back. I don't care what nobody say about he did it right the first time. If he did it right the first time, he would have knocked Manny Pacquiao ass out. Okay? Simple as that. Or knocked him down or whatever. That was a lame ass boxing match. But he won. Sweet science. He won. Okay? But I believe you need to run it back. Hold on, let me pause it because I'm getting flustered. So, yes, I do believe Manny Pacquiao could get back in a way where, if he don't even fight Mayweather, there's other ways to skin a cat. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to, how can I say it? How can I say this, yo? You know, it's funny how Mayweather fought McGregor. Now Manny Pacquiao is going to fight McGregor, if that happens. You know, they fought similar boxers, Hatton, you know, Marquez, this, that. But it's just so funny where I feel that Manny Pacquiao is not complete. He does not feel complete. And another thing, I'm trying to figure out here. Mayweather, you're not broke. You're not broke, right? If you're not broke, you're not broke. If you're not broke, why are you fighting? Why are you fighting? Manny Pacquiao's broke, so they say, because he gives up all his money. But Mayweather, you're not broke, so why you broke? You know why you still fighting? Because first of all, one, you don't want to be lost in history. You still want to be here at the moment. That's one thing. Secondly, you're a boxer and it's in your blood. Okay? But you half-stepping. You're half-stepping because you don't want to take the risk no more. You just want to look like. You see, it's like a subconscious hypnotic thing that you're trying to do to people, where if you raise your hand in victory, right, you still look like you're on top even though you're not doing nothing. And a matter of fact, these two, Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather, they still going at it, even though they're not in the ring. They still going at it. Yeah, they still going at it, bro. Because Mayweather won't be going this far if Manny Pacquiao would have retired a long time ago. That's what I feel. Mayweather wouldn't be going this far with his bullshit if he knew Manny Pacquiao was done with. And Manny Pacquiao already know that he ain't want to be done yet because he got unfinished business to do. And he want to be known last at recent time. And the longer times go by and he fights in 2021, whoever he fights, everybody's going to be recent on Manny Pacquiao. And that's why Mayweather's fighting these fucking chumps here in Japan, trying to figure out something to make a Jake Paul, some guy on YouTube. I can't, and he don't even fight KSI. All this shit, right? Just to stay relevant. Just to stay relevant. And I'm telling you, these two men are still going at it. Not in the ring, because Mayweather said he did it good the first time. Don't need to do it the second time. But not in the ring. Outside the ring, I believe it's still going on. And like I said, as long as Manny Pacquiao is still out there fighting, Mayweather's gonna still pop up out of nowhere and say he's doing this and he's doing that. But you don't need to do that, bro, because you're not broke. Manny Pacquiao's broke, so you say, right? And I'm saying to myself, how are you gonna call this man broke just because he give his money away? Or the man's not broke, okay? And I'm gonna say it all the time. And he's a senator, and he could be a president of his country. So if he's not making that boxing money, he's still not broke, bro. He's still not broke. Can you be president of the United States? Nah, I don't think so. Yeah. So all that fucking dumb talk about Manny Pacquiao's broke and this and shit. Yeah, after a certain period of time, you're not gonna be making that boxer's money, but he ain't gonna be broke. Okay. The only way you'll be broke is when you waste your money on bullshit all the time. That's it, basically. And Manny Pacquiao does not waste his money on bullshit all the time. I'm pretty sure Mayweather wasted more money than anybody in boxing. Okay? More than Pacquiao. 18 million, 22 million watches, 22 million watch, this, that. You got maids, you got people cutting the lawn, you got doing this, you got fucking houses here, you got fucking houses here, which is not a problem, as long as it is a liability. If it's a liability, if those houses are liability, then you wasting money. Long as you making money out those houses, then fine. Real estate is kicking and it's booming. But if your house is a liability, get out of here with that shit, man. You gotta make your house give back to you. And if not, it's just a liability. I don't care about what you call real estate. Long as it's kicking back money to you. If it's not, poof, be gone with that bullshit talk. So all I'm saying now is, I feel it's still this game going on between Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. Okay? When you outside looking, you'll say, oh, it's over with. But it's not over with these two. And it's because Manny Pacquiao is not making it over with. Manny Pacquiao is not making it over with. Mayweather wants this shit over. He wants it over, bro. But Manny Pacquiao knows that as long as I'm relevant, you is going to be history. Everybody remembers what happens last, and that's why Mayweather's still out here trying to play this game like he's fighting and shit. Yeah. That's why he's playing this game. So I ain't trying to hear this bullshit about this one and that one, and Manny Pacquiao's a ducker, and no, that shouldn't be a rematch. But if you fucking Floyd, you're not Pretty Boy Floyd. If you money Mayweather, you need to make that money. You don't let money pass up like that. Another fight, at least if you beat him twice, there's no third time. You see what I'm saying? But you don't want to risk it. And guess what? If it's all about money and it's not about the record, then you should be like, all right, I'll take the risk because I want that money. I'm Money Mayweather. I beat him the first time. I know I could beat him the second time. Yeah, I beat him the first time. I know I could beat him the second time. You don't have that in you no more? You don't got that heart, brother? You don't feel like you could do this again? Yeah? No? Your health is your wealth, right? Because I don't get it. That's the proof that you half-stepping, bro. Because you know if you make another fight with Manny Pacquiao and you win, you're getting paid. Excellent. And if you lose, you get paid. And the third fight, You're still getting paid, and you still have a chance to beat him, even though if you lost your zero. Even if you lost your zero. Because, so, bro, you can have that zero in the ring, but at the end of the day, Manny Pacquiao know how to skin a cat another way. You know how? Because you have the zero, but everybody will remember Manny Pacquiao at the end. That's it. Because if you beat... How many young lions this guy beat? Come on, Jeff Horn. After Jeff Horn, the fuck boys out there was talking about he should retire. But if he had retired, you wouldn't have never seen... I can't remember all of them. Jesse Vargas, Broner, Matisse. I can't say his word. Damn. That's a lot of motherfuckers already. That's not his age. You know what I'm saying? If he beats and he fights McGregor, you know. And another thing, like I said, I do not like this fight with Mikey. I really don't. But you know that excuse y'all be talking about Thurman? He was out for 2 years and then he came back. Well, guess what? This Verona shit had everybody out for almost 2 years. So Crawford got wet. He got wet with Kell Brook. Spence about to get wet with Danny Garcia. So why can't, at the beginning of the year, if he don't get that fight, if Todd, you know, Bob Arum's stepson, hey, listen, Byron says, out of my hands, I give it to my stepson. Hey, stepson might make a name for himself, might go out there in the Mideast and get that fight. Hey, never know. But if it don't work that way, I don't mind if Manny Pacquiao gets a fight with, I just thought about it. Because, you know why I had to change everything up? See how time changes things? Some people say, once this way, you're always this way. No, it's not always that way, okay? Because like Bob Arum, he said he wants to rematch then with Castillo, and then now he's talking about he don't believe in rematches. Mine's changed all the time, man, like seasons, okay? And weather. So I ain't trying to hear that shit. And trials and tribulations change people. Some majority of people will change, some don't, some will. But in the law of life, somebody's got to play the part. And it's either they play the part for the rest of their life, or they play the part then and they change later. That's it. But those options are there. Somebody's got to play the part. Fuck, man. So, you know, flustered. Hold on. Oh yeah, so I get back. So I don't mind if if Manny Pacquiao fights Mikey Garcia. You know why? Because he gotta get wet too. Everybody's warmed up already. He's gotta get wet. And I don't get nothing out of that Mikey fight. I don't. It's just one thing I get out of it. Just one fucking thing I get out of it. A comparison between Errol Spence busting down Mikey, giving him an IQ bust down, okay? And what Manny Pacquiao could do. Is Manny Pacquiao going to do the IQ bust down to 12 rounds to the decision of someone that's coming up to 147? Or is Manny Pacquiao going to bust his ass in the next 3, 4, 5 rounds? If that happens. Because like I said, a fight is a fight, styles are styles. Mikey could do whatever, but I know my man Manny Pacquiao, I always got him, and that's the way I keep it. That's it. So, I don't mind him getting wet with Mikey. That's it. Okay? Because he got to warm up. It's been 2 years now. Next year will be 2 years somewhere. So after that's done, yeah. Now, if that's the second fight is McGregor, and then he decides to, how can I say, retire, hey. But if I was Manny Pacquiao, I wouldn't retire with no damn McGregor. I don't know how you even count McGregor as a fucking win on your record, Mayweather. I just don't. But you know, I'm not gonna go into that. It's allowed, so it is what it is. It's allowed, okay? But the way I see it, well, I'm flustered again. Shit. Hold on. Oh yeah, about retiring. So if he has 2 more fights and he decides to fight Mikey and then he fights McGregor, everybody gonna say I told you so. But like I said, if I was Manny Pacquiao and I'm trying to get back at Mayweather, I need to fight one of those young lions. I need to fight one of those young lions. Because if I can't get you back in the ring, Mayweather, you must be, you silly rabbit tricks are for kids. And he will play a trick on everybody's mind, because once he beats Crawford or he beats Spence, or if he's crazy enough to do both, I won't put past him. But if he just do one, like I always say, Mayweather who? Yeah, he got 50-0, but Mayweather who? But get it together, motherfucker. When you at your baby mama shower, at your barbecue, at eating turkey and Thanksgiving, getting stuff, getting niggeritis, and y'all going back and forth, and you got a Manny Pacquiao fan like me in there talking that shit, and I'd be like, Manny Pacquiao just beat Errol Spence. Manny Pacquiao just beat Crawford. He beat so many young lions at the age of 42. Mayweather never wanted to give him the fight. Money Mayweather at 42 never wanted to give Manny Pacquiao a fight. They both the same age. They both boxers. All this mumbo jumbo. Don't you know rematches make boxers legacies? Legacy boxers? What we doing here, man? What we doing? Not a damn thing. So go ahead, Mayweather. Go find somewhere in Japan. Go find someone. Because you're not, McGregor ain't going to come with you no more. He done with you. He going to deal with Manny Pacquiao if that happens, right? And like I said, if I was Manny Pacquiao, to weigh to skin your ass, Mayweather, because you ain't giving me that opportunity again, I'll fight Errol Spence. I will fight Crawford. Simple as that. That's it. I ain't going to, it's about to rain. Was that my spit? Yeah, it's going to rain. But other than that, I'm not going to bug out over Mayweather no more. He can do whatever he wants. He's an entertainer. He's not a boxer. Okay? Manny Pacquiao, on the other hand, he could choose to be a boxer and an entertainer. And people are still going to complain about that. Even if the Mayweather fans are going to complain if he fights McGregor. You know why they're going to complain? Why he got the belt? He should drop the belt. I already hear them saying he might have to drop the belt to fight whoever he wants to fight. Come on, man. Yo, Spence defended his belt, right? His belts. How many times did he defend his belts? Right? Okay. How many times? Okay? Manny Pacquiao, how many times did he defend his belt? So if you fight Maggie, he defended his belt, right? Okay. It's a year. 12 months in a year. He gets something done before, like they said, Ramadan or after Ramadan. If that happens in the Middle East with Crawford, if it don't, he still could get shit done in the beginning of the year. And then at the end of the year, everybody's wet with each other. Now, that's it. I don't want no more Porter, Ugas, none of that shit. I don't want no distractions with these three guys. Somebody gonna do it. And I already know Mayweather say he ain't ducking Crawford, and he ain't ducking Spence. Everything is at the right time, man. Simple as that. All right, man, I gotta go, yo. Yeah, have a good one.